We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey Star Wars fans and action figure collectors, we've got another vintage collection figure review for you today. It is Hera Syndulla, number VC300. Hard to believe we're in the 300s now. It's flown by so quick. But yeah, really looking forward to this one. Loving the card back, loving that purple. That's just, I don't see purple very often, if at all. I'm trying to rack my brain to remember the last time we saw a purple, if we've seen one at all. Nothing's ringing a bell at the moment, but yeah, with Hera on the card, with the orange and the green, purple just pops beautifully. Really nice photo there of Mary Elizabeth Winstead as General Hera Syndulla. She looks fantastic. So I'll give you a nice look at the card back there. On the back, we do have a picture of this exact figure. Yeah, I think I've said in the last couple of reviews with this new sort of style, well, it's new-ish. They're sort of going back to how the vintage collection started, but instead they're just showing you the picture of what it is. But I guess technically Hera here doesn't have an original version. Would have been cool to do a little throwback to the Rebels version perhaps, but that's okay. But yeah, like I said, VC300, incredible. So we'll be busting this one open to take a look, so let's do that, and we'll see you over there. Alright folks, here is our main lady, pilot of the Ghost, Miss Hera Syndulla. She's looking fantastic. I did do a review on the Black Series version of this just about a week ago, if not just a little bit more, so I'll make sure there's a link at the end of the video for that, so you can check out the Black Series version too. Because that was a nice one. This one looks great. This one will more than likely be the figure that pilots the HasLab Ghost when she arrives sometime next year. Yeah, I don't know that I'll be opening those Rebels versions on those cards. I've kind of made a pact with myself that I would keep them in the packaging. And it looks like we're going to start getting some Season 1 and 2 versions of the characters as well in 3 3/4, which is great. But yeah, obviously you can use that shit for multiple reasons, but here is a good starting figure for that one. Just so you don't have to open those sweet mural card backs when they come out. But yeah, I'll do a quick little sort of 360. Again, great colours, great details. The holster there looks good. Just trying to think of where I put her blaster. There it is. There's a teeny tiny little blaster. But again, you know, just that added touch of a couple of different colours of detail there looks nice. A little bit of gold, a little bit of bronze. They did the same with the Black Series version. So it's just that extra little bit of detail can really make it, to be honest. You know, if it was a bit of a flat grey, it'd be a little bit boring. But that's actually really good. That's nice. And yeah, fits nice and snug in that holster. And before we finish, I'll put it in her hand so you can get a look at it that way. So head sculpt's really nice. It looks nice and clean. Paint apps are nice and clean too. It looks good. You really see the blue of her eyes. It looks fantastic. I love this this rebel jacket that she's wearing in this series. I think that looks really cool. Definitely a sort of pilot trait. Not sure whether that's sort of off-center. Maybe I'm just looking at it that way because the hinge in the shoulder there, it's making that little symbol look a little bit offside. But could be the way it's meant to be. Yeah, the phoenix there on the side is sort of set back a little bit. So I'd say more so that the hinge isn't centered with the sculpt. They've sort of gone with the, you know, I don't know, this one sort of feels a little bit further back, but that's not a big deal. It does have this emblem on the back too, which is nice. And even just the markings on her leku there, the white sort of rings, they look nice. So nice paint details on this one. The little Purina logo, pill packet, a general rank. You can sort of see her undershirt, that looks nice. Sort of the maroon maroon stripes on the brown shirt. That looks good too. Belt and holster, all a nice separate piece. That's sitting there on her hips nicely. That's good. Again, sort of with, like I said, with the Black Series one, the orange is nice. A little bit of wash just to sort of get in those cracks would be nice. Not totally necessary on the 3 3/4 ones. You can kind of see the bottom leg there above the boots. It's a very slight different shade of orange. I dare say that's because the plastic was molded in black for the boots and then sort of just painted that orange over the top. You can kind of see the sort of black in the middle of the joint there, but that's not a big deal, not for me. I'm fine with that. It's not too much of a difference. I mean, the camera's kind of picking it up a little bit, but you know, looking at it with the naked eye, you really can't tell. There's a difference in colour there. It's orange, you know. She looks good. Articulation-wise, she does have a double barbell joint in the head. They're just really easy to pop off these days, which is good. So yeah, got the sort of double ball and socket there. Just allows for a good range of movement without the ugly hinge in the neck, which is definitely a nice change over the years. Hinge in the shoulders, hinge in the elbows. You can get a good range of movement with both of those joints, so that's good. It's got a torso joint there. You get a reasonable range of movement there. I've got the barbell in the thighs there. Do have the swivel at the top of the thighs, which is good. Reasonable range of movement there on the knee. And then the ankle joint with the rocker. And nice deep peg holes in the heels. Obviously maybe the heels of her boots, given that sort of thickness, are able to sort of allow for that extra room of peg space, and we'll just sort of see how that slides on to the stand there. Almost all the way in, but still, you know, that's a bonus. I hope they're putting a little bit of effort into the engineering of to still be able to have the peg holes in there. There's been a few figures recently that just haven't quite worked for that reason. Yeah, like I said, I'll get the blaster out, put that in her hand, make sure she holds that nicely. I think she will. Finger goes through the trigger hole. There we go, that looks nice. Fantastic, really nice figure. And of course, wouldn't be a Hera without the plot. I did that with the Black Series one, and no one complained, so it's fine. It's everyone's wanting to see that. Alright folks, I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please drop a comment, drop a like, give the video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate your support. Yeah, I've got the Grand Inquisitor coming up next, so stay tuned to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Until then, may the Force be with you, always.